Satyabhama part 3. You saw in the last part where Satyabhama tells Krishna that I want the Parijat tree right on my grounds. Krishna had said yes. But well, time flew by and it was a conversation, the fight between, these things happen between people who love each other. So it just kind of became a matter of the past. Then Narkasur happened. Now, who is Narkasur? Narkasur was this Asur. The Asurs were another team of people. I don't like to say who's bad and who is good. I really don't like to do that. But Asurs were basically against the gods. So, this Narkasur was hugely ambitious. And because he was hugely ambitious, he kind of took over everything. And he also took over the heavens. And he really, absolutely took over. He stole 16,000 women, 16,000 Gandharv girls and hid them inside the Mani Parvat. And he had also done something. He had stolen the mother goddess Aditi's earrings. And the mother goddess Aditi was also quite close to Satyabhama. She had told Satyabhama about this. And, Satyabhama had requested Krishna. And Krishna had decided that Narkasur now needs to be silenced. And there was a huge war that ensued between Narkasur and Krishna. And Satyabhama was fighting with Krishna side by side. And there are various versions. There is one version which says that Krishna killed Narkasur. There is also one version which said that Krishna got injured and it was Satyabhama who put the final arrow in Narkasur's chest. But whatever is the version, Narkasur was killed by this team of Krishna and Satyabhama. What they did was they killed Narkasur, then they took that whole Mani Parvat, that whole mountain Mani, on Garur's back. Garur is the bird which is Krishna's. Garur is like Krishna's chariot, the bird which is like strong and huge. And you can go to my channel and hear the story of Garur, one of my favorite stories. So Garur had, they had put the Parvat on Garur's back, and they were ready to go. But on the way, they decided that they will go to the heavens, visit the mother goddess Aditi, and give her back the earrings. Because of course Narkasur was killed, they could retrieve the earring also. So Krishna and Satyabhama goes to the heavens. They meet Aditi, gifts her the earrings. Aditi gives a blessing to Satyabhama, and it's a very important blessing. Aditi tells Satyabhama that I bless you, that never ever will you have a wrinkle on your body. You will never ever age. Imagine. So Satyabhama gets this amazing blessing, and both Krishna and Satyabhama decide that after all, Indra is the king of the heavens. So they need to meet Indra. So they go to Indra, and when Krishna and Satyabhama, they go to meet Indra, Indra's wife Sachi was also there. And Sachi, just while Sachi was sitting with Indra, one of the girls who were helping in the kingdom comes to Sachi and gives her the Parijat flower. Sachi, what she does, she takes the Parijat flower, puts it in her hair. But what should an ideal host do? They should offer another flower to Satyabhama. She does not do this. She thinks, and this is what is said, Na dadau manushing matvam swayam pushpa railang krita, which basically means, what would a woman on earth, what would a woman of earth understand the true beauty of Parijat? She doesn't even deserve. And her whole body language, the way she sat and everything spoke of that. Satyabhama was really insulted. She didn't say a word. And she and Krishna, they leave Indra's place. While they were leaving Indra's place, they crossed the garden of the heavens. And right in the garden, suddenly Satyabhama gets this beautiful fragrance of the Parijat flower. She looks back and she sees the Parijat tree right in front of her. She was already fuming with rage because Sachi had insulted her like that. And she looks at Krishna and says, "What about my promise? You had said that you'll get the Parijat tree right in my gardens. What about that?" And Krishna was in a dilemma, but Krishna had also seen the way Sachi had treated Satyabhama. And Krishna loved Satyabhama. So Satyabhama says that, "I don't know, I want this tree." And all the guards near that forest near that garden of the heavens, everyone said, "Please don't take this tree because this is Sachi's favorite tree. And this has come out right from the Samudra Manthan. The ocean was churned." There's a story there. Again, if you go refer to my channel, you'll get the story of Samudra Manthan also. So the ocean was churned. And from that ocean, the Amrit came out and Lakshmi came out. The moon came out. And from that ocean also, the Parijat came out. So Satyabhama tells the gods that, okay, so the Amrit belonged to the gods. All the gods had it. Lakshmi, everyone, Lakshmi is almost everybody's because everybody worships Lakshmi. The moon gives light to the heaven and earth. So why should the Parijat be only Sachi's? It can also be mine. So the guards also could not say anything. This was Krishna's wife. Krishna decides to take that Parijat tree again on the back of Garud and leave the heavens. Indra gets to know this. And there is a war. Just for that Parijat tree, there's a war which is like real, very, very, very long war it went on for. And then finally, when Indra could not take it anymore, Indra decides to give his most powerful weapon. He had a weapon which would cause thunderbolt. He decided to throw that weapon on Krishna. So when that thunderbolt weapon was, aimed at Krishna, Krishna just caught that weapon and Krishna faced Indra. Indra knew that his most powerful weapon is now again with Krishna. He's defeated. So he decides to run. But Satyabhama tells Indra that, "Indra, please stop. It's not about that Parijat flower. Your wife insulted me, showed that I didn't deserve it. Well, you saw how I deserve it. I don't need this tree. You can keep it in your heavens. I just wanted to show how powerful my husband is. It's just a matter of power. You can keep that Parijat tree and I'll go back to Dwarka." So the Parijat tree was returned back in the heavens and Krishna and Satyabhama went back to Dwarka. And that is Satyabhama. She is extremely, extremely strong. She fights with her husband. She goes into the war. She's fearless. She fights with her husband. But if she gets insulted, God, literally God help her. In fact, there's a beautiful incident where Satyabhama and Draupadi, they meet. And Satyabhama tells Draupadi that, how do you manage 5 husbands? What is the secret? And Draupadi tells her, whatever. But do you really think Satyabhama needed to know also? She was a woman of her own and, she had Krishna pandering to her whims. And, did she even need? Because here this woman was a fighter, she was a warrior. And at the same time, she knew what she wanted. Whether it's a Parijat flower or whether it's an attention. So that's one woman from the Mahabharata who is a favorite. I hope you enjoyed the story.